Hello and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast. I've got my adapter gloves on and it's a bit cold. I'm a little bit later than I am normally when I set off to do this job, and I'm going to go and take a look at what's happening in Blackpool. I don't know whether you can quite see, but the lights are on. It's about a fortnight since we came and did this job. Oh, that's a cold draft round your legs. And there's all kinds of things, and I've only been here 5 minutes. So I've got a little list that we shall work our way around. Just like to say a big hello to all our new subscribers. We've got loads of new subscribers. We've had a few videos that have done really well in the last couple of weeks. So we've got lots of people that have joined us here at Visit Fylde Coast. So don't forget, if you are new, make sure that you've hit that little bell for notifications, and then you'll find out when we go live and do all that kind of stuff. And make sure that you've signed up for your Visit Fylde Coast email newsletter. The link for it is in the description underneath the video. I think I might need to dive in my bag now and put my scarf on. It's a little bit chilly. So let's go for a walk and see what we can find. Since we're so near to the Blackpool Tower, it would be really churlish not to start with a view along Bank Street. And the lights look lovely. They're actually on, but they're also catching the morning sun as well. And I've got to do it, haven't I? I've got to show you the view up the tower. You can see there's hardly any breeze. The flag's just fluttering at the top. So first thing on my nosiness exploration this morning is that we now know what the amusements is going to be called. It's going to be Blackpool Amusements, according to the sign that these guys are putting up. That purple, and it's not Viva that it reminds me of, but the purple and yellow together reminds me of something. We'll take another look at the front of that when we get round onto the promenade, because they've got the tent up. You can just see it over the top of there, look. So this, of course, is going to be the new home for the amusements opposite Coral Island, whose name escapes me. It's completely gone. And that's before we start. That were a good start, weren't it? It'll come back to me. By the time we get to the end of this. So, all the Christmas lights are up. You can see them all twinkling, look, as we walk up here. It's a lovely morning. It's really cool. It's really quite cold, actually. And it's bright and sunny. So you're not getting the full effect of them, but take it from me, when it's a dull day, they look really nice. They look really lovely. And they're all of a sparkly, twinkly icicles. Hounshill Shopping Centre is all trimmed up. That looks lovely inside. It looks all festive and warm and cosy. And they've got the little animated cottage ready. It's outside what used to be Debenhams, soon to be Fraser's, of course. And all the Christmas lights are up. And everything's all ready for Christmas. Santa arrives on Saturday at the Hounshill, so you can go and see him for the princely sum of £5, including a gift, and all proceeds are donated to Blackpool Food Bank. So you can go and see the big man himself, and you can get a warm glow while you're at it. All the shops are all decorated. They've all got the lights and the baubles up. Oh, that is really nippy. I'm just going to take you up here, and we'll, as is customary, go and take a little look at the Hounshill extension, because that's cracking on. It's cracking on at a pace. It doesn't look a lot different to a fortnight ago, but you can actually see a difference. You can see quite a difference, so we'll go and have a look and see what's happening up there. And then, of course, we need to sashay around the block to Victoria Street, and then we can Golden Mile Amusements, isn't it? It's come back to me. It's not a lot different looking to last time we saw it, except a fortnight ago, they got the cladding on this corner, well, the framework for the cladding on this corner, they've done that since. So they're definitely knocking about. It's like huge changes every time you come back, and I'm out of breath. Now you can see the lights a little bit better from that angle because they're catching against the shade. Oh, they look pretty. And of course, the thing I didn't mention on my way past is that Blackpool Council have bought the Marks and Spencer's building. There's a few years left on the lease, so they'll be able to recoup a significant proportion of the outlay that they've made. But it does mean that they've got control over a big town centre shop, so they can renegotiate a lease with Marks and Spencer's when it comes up for renewal, and they can also control what might happen to it if it were to become empty at some point, which of course is what prevents ending up with eyesores that are privately owned by people who live in, well, Siberia and just invest in far off places. Don't really care and are not really invested in what it looks like. So at this point I need to turn round and show you the front of the ground. Doesn't that look lovely? They've got the Christmas trees up and they've got all the front canopy painted since a fortnight ago. If you remember, there was a guy sat on scaffolding at this end of the canopy painting it. That looked nice, that looks really lovely. And all the posters are up for Sleeping Beauty. If you're a regular viewer, you'll have heard me say that we're coming to the Panto as well. Me and my friends are coming. Don't kid yourself, it's a children's show. And that starts this weekend. So it's all starting to get really Christmassy. You can book your tickets online, and during opening hours you can call into the Grand Theatre box office, which is here. And you'll see we've got matching, Church Street is sporting matching festoon icicles for the Christmas season. So this is the box office. You can ring and book your tickets. And these are the opening times. So where are we? Monday 28th closed. And they're your opening times for the rest of this week. Easiest way is to just book online. And you can pick your seat then. And you can either and dither and say, will that one be better than that one? Or will that one be better than that one? It all looks really Christmassy. So our next stop is Christmas trees and something else that you need to book your tickets for, an open day at the Winter Gardens. Now this is always a really, really popular event. Tickets are on sale now, so if you want to go, I would suggest that you get your booking in, because otherwise you might end up stuck at the door, not being able to come and look around. And it's open access, open all areas, not guided, go where you want, do what you want, see what you want. Open day, and that's on the 23rd of January. So if you want to go to that, get your tickets booked. Now I had to smile to myself because as I drove down Adelaide Street, I've got to think, because this one's Abingdon Street, this one, and I always get Abingdon Street and Adelaide Street mixed up. As I drove down Adelaide Street, there were 2 or 3 big coaches connected to the back of the building by electricity cables parked in the parking bays, which are obviously something to do with shows that are currently on at the moment. We are closed for a private event today. Oh, I wonder what that is then. Do you know if it's something to do with dancing? Curious. And at the side of these big coaches, you know, like the ones that football people use and pop stars and whatnot, and they're like a travelling home inside. So alongside these coaches that are plugged into the mains at the Winter Gardens, there's a trailer. There's a trailer with two great big tractors on it. Strange show that needs two tractors. The fountains are on for the pigeons. Catch the light and look pretty. And the Christmas tree is in place. If you remember, we last came round here as they were installing this, and they got the cherry picker and they were doing the 5,000 piece puzzle and putting all the branches on it, and now it's in place. Help us plant 55,000 trees with parking pay by phone. That is so much easier to use than the parking meter. And there's another Christmas bauble, look. So St John's Square is going to look all pretty and trimmed up of a night time evening. Strictly ballroom. I bet they're still around. Saturday 26. No, they'll have gone by now, won't they? And this is a view that I always enjoy, looking down Church Street. So I think at this point we'll just take some photos before I get knocked down by the taxi. Somebody commented on a video the other day about all the work that goes into keeping Blackpool clean and tidy. And this guy here in the yellow jacket with the little orange truck, he's part of Blackpool Bid's street team. And he's one of a few different town centre wardens that spend all their days just tootling round, cleaning up after everybody that can't be bothered to get rid of their own rubbish. And if you look round, there's no rubbish anywhere. It's all clean and it's all tidy. And all the town centre businesses pay a levy to Blackpool Bid. It's called Business Improvement District. It's a national thing. It's not just limited to Blackpool. It's a cleanliness. And these teams work to make sure that town centres are clean and tidy and looked after and well maintained, so that when we turn up as shoppers, it all looks nice and tickety-boo. And I happen to know that this chap's called Les, I think, if I'm right. He's got his hat on, so it looks a little bit different, but I think he's Les. And there you go. And this is Abingdon Street Market, which is currently undergoing a transformation and is about to reopen in due course as a new market space stroke food eatery. And we'll wave to Tony at the bread basket. We've not really got time to pop in this morning, but good morning, Tony. And while we're on the subject of shows and trying to remember what's on at the Winter Gardens, don't forget that their Christmas show is Elf. Elf. Nice butchers over the road there. Back in the day, of course, all these shops and everywhere used to be, oh, which way is he going? All these shops used to be what you might call normal shops, sort of butchers, bakers, candlestick makers type thing. And don't think that that's a sort of a euphemism, because that's exactly what they did. They were chandlers and ship dealers and haberdashers and all kinds of strange things. So the good thing about all this investment in Blackpool is that it's slowly encouraging all these empty buildings into use. And of course this is Cafe Meow that we went in a few weeks ago, and it's amazing, this place. It's just full of cats which are all available for adoption. So you can't actually see, it's the old HSBC bank, you can't actually see into where they're working because it's like a double door so that you don't end up letting any cats out. But it's full of cats, and you can have hot drinks and snacks and all the rest of it. You pay by the hour, which includes a drink. And if you want to adopt a cat, You can even do that as well because they work with local cat charities, which is rather fab. It's lovely down here in summer. Only trouble is it's a little bit sheltered from the sun. So like now it's a little bit cool. But there's plenty of cafes and nice places where you can sit and eat outside and enjoy the ambience. And we popped in there one day as well, didn't we? Scooter hire. I think I could do one of them. I'll get that scooter one day. And this is brilliant. And me being me and not liking going out at night, I've never actually seen it in action. But it lights up and it produces a light and sound show, as you would expect in Blackpool. Oh, look, there's the tower again. There's the tower. Oh, which way shall we go next? I think we'll go Piers and Promenade direction next. I thought I'd just pop into the back door of Coral Island because I had a feeling that Santa might have been in this corner, but he's not. I thought the Santa Grotto might have been here. But you can also meet Santa at Coral Island. So there you go. He's here at weekends and Fridays until Christmas, and you can get your special Christmas gift as well. If you want to visit him, you need to be fast because they're selling quick. So this week's What's Happening in Blackpool brought me all the way down to Central Pier. I've just been in here. This is this week's Fish and Chip Friday, and I have to say it was very, very nice. So I thought while I was so near, so far, I would have a little perambulate along Dale Street and see if Mr. Higgett is in residence. Obviously, as you will know, the burger bar is closed. Oh yes, it's not there. The burger bar is closed for the season because all the hard-working Blackpool people that do everything to keep us entertained and fed and watered and all the rest of it, they get their jobs done, and then when they've done that, they go on holiday for weeks on end. So the daddy has left the building. There you go. I wonder who we got that to do that for him. So Chris is closed, but I know he's doing some maintenance work in November. I wonder if he's got that all finished. I wonder if I've missed him completely. We will be back. You can still send post to anybody that you would normally send post to the crap box. So 6 to 8 Dale Street, and the lovely postman is directing it all here to the York Street Cafe. It's not something that you're encouraged to do, but I must admit I do like to see people feeding the seagulls. And look at that for just a typical lovely seaside view. Guy just quietly being kind to wildlife. Amazing. So now I'm sitting at the tram stop at, which one are we at? Manchester Square according to the sign over there. And I'm waiting for the next tram, and I'm off in the direction of Blackpool Pleasure Beach, which is that away. So having bought that way, look, can you see it there just above us? So having bought my 24-hour tram pass, I am going to use it to its full potential. And as I'm sitting here, I can see the Star Flyer at the top going round in circles. So there's loads of new videos coming up this week. We've got a Fish and Chip Friday with a twist. It is definitely fish and chips, but there's a twist. And there's What's Happening in Blackpool. And there's town centre streets and various other different things. So I hope you'll enjoy this week's new uploads. If you're one of our many new subscribers this week, please make sure that you hit that little bell for notifications, and then you'll know when the new videos are online. Which brings me back to the promenade. And Christmas by the Sea is in full swing. It's about 2:30, so the sun's just starting to go down. And it's all lights and music and kids' rides. Monday afternoon in November. And then of course we've got Odyssey, which is now fully finished, fully opened, barriers moved and everything. You can see its little face look inside there. Or I can, I don't know whether you can. It's really lovely. It makes you want to, especially on an afternoon like this, it makes you want to dawdle about and just enjoy the ambience. Enjoy the ambience. Oh look, the baubles have been converted. They've got a top on them as well. We'll go and take a walk around here and see what's. Oh, I'm not sure I'd want to have a go at that either. These. Oh goodness me! Look at this kid. Can you imagine me on there and be saying, "Oh, I feel sick." Chocolate kisses. They look nice. They look lovely. What have we got? We've got Yorkshire pudding wraps, German sausages. That looks like gin. Baby wear. Cakey foodie things. Christmas trees. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, I've just got a waft of hot dogs. That's nice. That smells lovely. Well, I've got to say, even on a bright Monday afternoon when it's not the school holidays, it's quite festive. I love these candy canes. I love what they've done with that. That looks really, really nice. Looks really good. A fortnight ago when I last came into Blackpool, they'd not actually started. Well, they were putting everything up, but they'd not got everything trimmed up and finished. These canes look really effective. I love them. Oh, mince pies. Warm mince pies. Chutneys, hampers. What's she singing? Burgers and fries. Oh, Cadbury's chocolate whipped cream drink. Bar. Here's the baubles. They've got the little twinkly tops on, and this is the skating rink. So obviously a skating rink needs to be flat, so they straightened it out. I'll go and stand on this. I'll go and stand on this step and show you. There you go. Reindeers can run as fast as 48 miles an hour. There you go, that's your ice rink. I did wonder whether it might be open today, but apparently not. It's open from Thursday to Sunday at the weekend, and then it will be open daily during the Christmas holidays. And this is where you get your boots from, and free skate tire is even included as well. Shot of nothing we've got. had a lovely day today finding out what's happening in Blackpool. I've been to Christmas by the sea without needing to go out late at night. I've watched the star flyer going up in the sky. I've been on a tram. I've had fish and chips. I've done all kinds of different things. So make sure that you've signed up, make sure that you've subscribed and done all that kind of thing. The only criticism I've got, and it's a very small one, we need some bins. You need some bins so everybody will not chuck all the litter all over the floor. So until next time, I hope you've enjoyed this video and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.